És la dedicatòria que l'escriptora alemanya de literatura juvenil, Cornelia Funke, reconeguda arreu, fa per l'Ignasi. Funke, famosa per la trilogia Cor de tinta, ha estat a Barcelona per presentar el seu darrer llibre, Regles, Carn de Pedra.
Oh, so you do know. Ah, okay, so that's you. Yes, I do remember.
En una ambientació misteriosa, especial per l'ocasió, VilaWeb ha organitzat una entrevista amb els nois i noies del Què Llegeixes.
So it's for Maggie? Like the character and same spelling.
Que li fan tota mena de preguntes.
Hallo Cornelia, ich bin Georg, guten Abend. Und meine Frage ist, was war die erste Idee, Regles zu schreiben?
The first idea for this book did not come from me. It's the very first time that a friend of mine had an idea, which I loved so much that I thought, there's a book in there, I could write about that. So a friend of mine, Lionel Wigram, who does the Harry Potter movies and the Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey, came to me one day and said, wouldn't it be wonderful to talk about a fairy tale world which is going modern, but all the fairy tales are true there. And I loved that idea that it's a more modern world. After the ink world, I was tired of the Middle Ages. I didn't want Middle Ages again. I wanted trains, I wanted rifles, I wanted to feel our world already.
Quan vas posar el Jacob Regles de protagonista, et vas inspirar en alguna persona?
Many people say that Jacob is very much like my son.
Like? Sorry?
My son.
Okay.
My son Ben is 16 now and he's so wild that he does flip-overs from the roof of my writing house.
Okay.
And when I say to him, Ben, are you not afraid?
Ben.
Yes.
Okay.
Then he says, yes, I am, but I like to challenge my fear. Yes.
Felicitats pel llibre. Em segueix encantant aquesta capacitat que tens de lo senzill convertir-ho en una cosa intrigant i sorprenent. Bé, la meva pregunta consisteix en aquest toc sinistre que li has arribat a donar al món de darrere del mirall. Ai, estic nerviosa. Bé,
She's doing very well for being nervous.
aquest toc sinistre intenta reflectir aquesta part que en Jacob no sap veure o no es vol donar compte.
Yes, very much. I think he's not thinking about himself very much. Jacob doesn't. He always just acts and doesn't look inside. So when he finds out about himself, will he still go through the mirror? Because the mirror says you only go through when you don't know yourself.
Okay, my nickname for the Kuela is Vanilla. Okay, and my question is, when you create a new character, how do you discover or how do you know which way is he or she going to act, or how is he or she going to think in every situation? Or
I have no idea. So they surprise me all the time. And when they suddenly do something very unexpected, then I know they come alive. And I try not to ask what feeds them from myself, because of course they are all projections of myself. So I don't ask too much what that comes from, because I think then it breaks, then I can't do it anymore. So I didn't like Jacob when I started the story. And then I liked him more and more and more, and I became very reckless writing about him. And now I don't want to write about anybody else but him, and he likes that.
Que jo volia preguntar si li agrada veure els seus personatges reflectits en una pel·lícula, sobretot per Cor de tinta i El senyor dels lladres, o prefereix que cada lector se'ls imagini tal com els veu al llibre?
I do prefer that every reader has their own movies in their heads, and I think that our movies mostly are much better than what we see on the screen and much more elaborate. I don't forbid people to do movies based on my books, but I still find books to be much more adventurous. But sometimes you want to see certain images in reality. For example, if this Reckless ever becomes a movie, I want to see the cave with the palace of the king. That is the image I want to see in real.
For create your imagine worlds, do you inspire on real places?
Yes, I think everything is inspired by reality. I think we cannot come up with anything that does not exist. So in a way, our reality is much wilder than anything I can come up with. And I just was in Moscow, and when I was in Moscow, the whole story exploded in my head, and now it's not 3 books, but 5 books I have to write, just because of that place.
Jo sóc la Ikiu i la meva pregunta és si hi ha algun llibre que t'agradi en especial o que et sentis satisfeta de com t'ha quedat.
The favorite book is always the one you're working on. If not, you're in trouble.
I volia preguntar-te a veure sobre quins són els autors que t'han influït més de la teva manera d'escriure.
I think every book you read influences you, the good ones and the bad ones. The writer I admire at most at the moment is Neil Gaiman.
Before you begin writing a book, do you know everything that's going to happen, or have you planned everything that's going to happen, or you just sit on the computer or wherever you write?
I prepare about 15 to 20 chapters, and then they change completely while I'm writing, and then I have no clue what will happen next. And then I start preparing a little bit again, and then it once again changes completely. For me, a story is like a labyrinth. You go in and you have to find the shortest way through. And if you go the wrong way, it becomes boring, or you don't know how it goes on, then you have to turn again. And it's always a great adventure. You have no idea where you come out again.
Bé, abans no m'he presentat, el meu nick és Misha, i bé, aquesta pregunta, el que m'agradaria preguntar-te és, en aquest llibre, de Reckless, quin ha sigut el personatge amb el qual t'has sentit més a gust creant-lo?
I think the character that is more like me than any other character I ever created is Fox. But I also was very comfortable with the Dark Fairy and the Empress. And Lionel, when I worked with him, always teased me and said, that comes too natural to you to write those chapters, because they are quite evil.
They brought you this little...
Muchas gracias. It will go into the writing house, into my treasure chamber. Tell them that was the best thing today.